Hello viewers, into this tutorial we are going to see the dimensional analysis. A lot of students might find it so difficult to solve this kind of question. So, using the Rayleigh's method, determine the dimensional groups from variables that describe the flow of fluid through a pipe. So, first thing that will come to your mind is that the flow of any fluid is the same thing as as the pressure of force of a cross-sectional area is the same thing as the function of velocity and and the dynamic viscosity and and the density with the distance. And we have A, B, C and D. So the next thing that you are going to do is that you all know the dimension of this and rest, but let me shift it to here, which is the force should be VA so what will be the dimension of pressure first? What is the dimension of pressure? We all know that pressure, it is force over area. So therefore, the force, which is mass times acceleration due to gravity, divided by area, which is area, which is L squared. So therefore, what is mass? Mass is capital M. Acceleration, change in velocity over time. What is velocity itself? Velocity itself is displacement over time, which is mean L per t, and also divided by divided by this t. Please, you have to concentrate. So therefore, mass multiplied by this is the same thing as saying LT per minus 2 per LT per minus minus 2. So divided by the value of this of this L squared. So if I said M times L to the 1, again T to the negative 2, and therefore I have to multiply by this L. Whenever I multiply the division, it will become negative in the power this 2. So therefore this negative, this negative is indicating this division. So therefore minus minus 2. So therefore if I say the L and this L, I will have L of 1 minus 2. It will be equal to L to the negative 1. I hope you get it. So we are going to end with ML, which is L minus 1 and T minus and T minus 2. So therefore, the next thing that you're going to do is that we already find the dimension of this pressure. If you are confused, please get back to the video so that you can watch it again. So therefore, it will be equal to, this is just a function. So we are going to write this thing, the dimension of this velocity and this. So therefore, velocity is something as displacement over time, which will be equals to, displacement is length over time. Yes. So therefore, this will be LT per minus 1 of A. So the next thing is that we are going to see the dynamic viscosity is the same thing as stress over stress. What is the dimension of dynamic viscosity? It is stress over, I think, yes, velocity gradient. Sorry, velocity gradient. I'm about to forget it. Velocity gradient, and velocity gradient is something as t to the negative 1. So therefore, stress is the same thing as force over force over area, force per unit area. And this is the same thing as saying, we all know the value of force, which is M and LT per minus 2. We all know acceleration. Force is mass times acceleration. So therefore, MLT to the negative 2 divided by area, which is what is area? Which is L squared. So therefore, it will be ML to the, when it multiplied like this, yes, when it's multiplied, it will be L to the negative 2, and this L into 1 minus 2. This is the same thing as power 1. Please don't be confused. This is the same thing as power 1. 1 minus 2, it will be minus 2. So therefore, it will become L minus 1, T minus 2. And therefore, divide by by this velocity. This is the value of what? Of stress. Stress is force over area. So this is the velocity gradient as this. So t to the negative what? Negative this. So what am I going to do next? This is the same thing as saying mlt minus 1, and therefore t what? T minus 2, and therefore this it will become what? Multiplied by what? T. Okay, sorry, it is t minus 1. T minus 1. Sorry for that. So multiplied by what? T minus 1. So now if I say that minus 2 plus 1, it will be equals to what? Minus 1. Because in the laws of indices, if I say a power 2 divided by what? A power minus 2 is the same thing as saying a into 2 minus what? Minus this 2. I have to get it. So therefore this is the same thing as saying the value of this will be m l power minus 1 t power minus what? T power minus 1. So I have to get it. So therefore we are going to deal with what? With the density. Density, it is what? Mass per unit volume, which is m per volume, which is L cube, which is what? ml to the negative 3. So therefore we have ml to the negative 3, and distance, which is what? L. We have to put the power B, power C, and the power what? Power D. Please don't get confused. So I have to distribute this. This is the same thing as saying L power A t power minus A, because it consists of L, and also if I multiply negative 1 by A, it will give me negative A. Please don't ask for that, because you're seeing it practically, or let me say theoretically. So therefore m to the B, L, which is negative what? Negative B again, and therefore this is what? Negative what? B again. So therefore m, which is MC, and L minus 3 multiplied by 6, it will give me negative 3C, and therefore this it will be what? Okay, so this is L, which is multiplied by what? L to the D. Yeah. The next thing is that I'm going to distribute something. I have ml less for negative 1 to negative 2. So you have to take a look. Let me start with the value of what? Value of m. I have m here, but 1m, so therefore I will say 1. There is no more m here, so I will say it is equal to. I don't have m here. I don't have m. No, I have m here, but the value of m, which is what? The value of m is what? Is b. And therefore here I have m. The value of m is what? C. And this c is positive, so I have to say plus c. Let's call this equation 1. So let me move toward L. I have L here, yes, I have it, but it's minus 1, the coefficient of this power. So therefore it will be because I have L, which is A, yes, and I have L, which is minus B, yes. Is there any L? No, it is 1. There is any L here? Yes, minus 3C. I have L, yes, it's power, which is what? Plus D. You are taking what? The value of the, we are looking for this value of L. Sorry, we are looking for the L. So the L, I will just carry the coefficient of its power in each what? In each term. So therefore, if we go for the T, we have T here, yes, I have minus 2, it will be equals to, I have T here, which is minus A. I have T here, which is minus what? B. No T, no T. Let's call this equation 2, and let's call this equation 3. So as you can see, I have at least how many equations? I have 3 equations. The next thing is that, let me make the C subject of the formula here. C, it will be equals to 1, it is independent at itself, we'll leave it like that, and therefore this B will cross the equal sign, it will become, it is plus, it will become negative 1 minus B. So therefore this is the value of what? Value of C. So what of the value of, what next? We can't find value of C or B here, but here I can find the value of what? I can find the value of A. When A crosses this equal sign, it will be what? positive a, it will be equals to, and this 2 return back to here, it will be 2 minus b. I have to get it. So I have the value of a, I have the value of b. I can use this value to substitute into this long equation, so that what? So that I can find the value of what? D or b, because d can be found, because if I find the value of d, maybe d is something else, but it will end with b. So therefore b can carry what? Can carry an subject of the formula of what? Of d. But let me show it to you. I have minus 2. Okay, I have minus 1. It will be equals to a. Did I have the value of a? Yes, 2 minus b. And therefore minus what? B. No value of b. And therefore minus what? 3. I have the value of 3 here. 3 and c. What is the value of c? Then I put 1 minus b. And therefore I'll say plus d. Did you get this step or not? Please kindly check it. Minus 1, minus 1. A, I substitute 2 minus b. Minus b, I put the b because I don't have the value of b. Minus 3 multiplied by c, which is 1 minus b. And therefore plus d. So, the next thing is that I have to say minus what? 1, it will be equals to minus b minus b. It will give me what? Minus 2b. So 2 minus 2b. Yes. I will expand this bracket. Minus 3 times 1, it is minus 3. Minus 3 times b. It will give me what? Plus what? Plus 3b. Because negative is plus. And therefore plus what? Plus d. I hope you are seeing it well. So, therefore I have 2 minus this. So minus 1, 2 minus 3, it will give me what? Minus 1. And therefore if I say minus 2b plus 3b, I will end up with only positive b. So therefore plus b, and therefore plus d. I hope you get it. The next thing is that when this one cross this equal sign and come back, when I collect like times, it will become positive. This one 1 minus 1, because already this one has its negative sign, so it will be equals to b plus what? Plus d. I have to get it. So therefore 1 minus d, it will be 0. 0, it is equals to b plus what? D. Yes. What next? So I will say d, it will be equals to negative b. So therefore I keep d down, but the b cross the equal sign and is the same thing as saying d, it is equals to negative b. So this is the solutions. This is the solutions. This is the solutions. The next thing is that, let me clean this. So the value of phi, it will be equals to what? The f, which is v. What is the value of a? Value of a, which is 2 minus b, and therefore the value of this mu is the same thing as what? Value of this mu, which is b. Yes, b is negative d. And then what is rho, which is c? C is 1 minus b, and therefore the value of d, which is what? The distance. The value of distance, which is d. Where is d? Yes, d is the same thing as minus what? It's the same thing as minus b. So this is the same thing as saying that, it's the same thing as saying the p, it will be equals to, I have in tools, I will say that I have the rho v what? V square into what? Into mu divided by the value of what? Divided by the value of rho what? Rho v d. Yes, this is the solution, but I have the value of what? I have the value of b. This is the same thing as saying this. This is the same thing as this. So to make it easy, you can write it in this form. This means that if you can see the value of rho and v, they consist of only what? Only one value. If you will take a look to this, it has a value of what? B. And therefore if you take the rho, it is of two what? It is of two form. As you can see, rho, it is only it itself, and therefore it has the power of what? B, and d has the power of what? B. And therefore the value of mu, it has only one form, which is what? The power of negative b, and therefore this b, it consists of what? 2. It is of itself, of whole number, and also of letter B. So this is all I have for you for today. Please kindly consider subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you will be notified immediately if I uploaded a new content. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks you for watching.